Here we go.
Yeah.
Much bigger crowd than last year.
Here we go. Green is out. On our first heat race, Cale Riggle tries to take the lead. Dave Brown Jr. down low. Riggle around the top. Brown down low. Nose to tail. Past the Bobby Ray Hall scoreboard. John Hagley, car number 61, holding on to third. Only 3 drivers will qualify. There'll be 1 down and 7 to go. .44. Dave Brown Jr. leads the way. Cale Riggle wants that top spot. Riggle around the top. Riggle chasing Brown down the front stretch. 1 car length past the flag stand into turn number 1. Brown stretches it out just a little bit now. The 61 of John Hagley still racing in third. Then it's the 14 of Carl Fryer, 1 spot out of a qualifying position. 3 down, 5 to go this time. Cross flags this time. 4 down and 4 to go. Dave Brown Jr. out front. Cale Riggle into the fence and turning over, and the red flag will come out.
And stop as safely and quickly as he can.
Red flag is out. Green is back out here. 3 laps remaining. The 44 leading the way through turns 1 and 2. Pulling away by a few 3 car lengths over the 61 of John Hagel. Two lap sign this time for the 44T of Dave Brown Jr. White flag waving this time on Dave Brown Jr. Checkered flag waving in this first heat race on Dave Brown Jr. Quickly moving through turns 3 and 4. Green is out on the 5Z and the 10. Jake Waters working through the middle of the track, going to take the lead as they head out of turn number 2. The 23 of Nathan Gramley now up to that 3rd spot. Looking at the 5Z of Zach Bird as they head into turns 3 and 4. Cars sliding up the track a little bit. The number 10 of Jake Waters completing lap number 1, pulling away from the rest of the field. Two laps in on Jake Waters. The battle for third heating up. The number 23 of Nathan Gramley and the 18 of Tim Tanner. Tanner now knocking on the door of Gramley as they head into turns 3 and 4. Tanner going down to the bottom and sliding up just a little bit. Actually bites pretty fast. Coming out of turn number 4, Tanner takes over that 3rd spot. Nathan Gramley now coming back as they head out of turn number 2, getting a good run. Gramley looking to see if he can get back into that third spot. Doesn't make a move, hesitates as they head into turn number 3. Tanner secures third. Lap 4 in the books halfway on Jake Waters. Remember, only 2 drivers will go into the redraw. Only 3 qualified. Tanner right now holding on to the spot. Gramley trying to get it back. Two-lap sign this time by for the number 10 of Jake Waters. White flag waving this time on the number 10 of Jake Waters. Checkered flag this time on the number 10 of Jake Waters. And picking up the win in the number 10, it's Jake Waters. Finishing second, the 5Z of Zach Bird. Third, the 18 of Tim Tanner. Finishing fourth, the 23 of Nathan Gramley. Finishing fifth, the 29X of Dalton Hetrick. Sixth, the 40 of Alan Kumpf. Finishing seventh, the 44V of Darren Bullock. And eighth, the 72 of Dave Gus Jr. Randy Sterling, Ken Duke, John Bordelame, Jordan Thomas, and John Barnett. Green flag is out. Scott Frack and Joe Kay work through turns 1 and 2. 3 wide almost coming off turn number 2 back in the pack. The 12 of Joe Kay sets the early pace and the lead. Cars continuing to slide up just a little higher in turns 3 and 4. Lap number 1 in on the 12 of Joe Kay. Now the number 15 of John Barnett working from the back of the field. John Barnett up to 4th. And looking to make a pass. Watch him off of turn 3. Barnett gets into the number 9. John Barnett making a good run from the back. It's into the number 9 C of Darren Miller. And Barnett sitting in turn 4.
Barnett holding off, or Barnett I should say, locked.
And green returns. Joe Kay quickly setting the pace and moving out in front of the field. The 59 of John Bordelame trying to make his way into that 5th spot. Bordelame running the top side of the track, gaining some ground on Randy Sterling. Jordan Thomas, my correction, now into that 5th spot. The battle for 3rd heating up between Ken Duke and Darren Miller. Duke knocking on the door as they head into turns 3 and 4. 4 laps remaining.
5 down, 3 to go. Ken Duke challenging Miller for that final transfer spot. Miller through the middle, Duke down low. Racing past the Bobby Ray Hall scoreboard. The 2-lap sign is up in the air for Joe Kay. Duke again takes a look inside Miller as they head for the white flag. White flag waves, 1 to go.
1 lap remaining. Watch the 67 of Ken Duke. Working through turns 1 and 2. It looked like the 9C of Miller sliding up the track a bit. Off turn number 4, checkered flag waving for the number 12 of Joe Kay. And the battle for that third spot is close at the line. Looks like Darren Miller going to take it.
Well, I'm Joe Kay. Are you? Joe Kay, the winner of this heat race. Second, finishing second and 39, Scott Frack. Third, the 9C of Darren Miller, not qualifying, 67, Ken Duke. 59, Jordan Thomas. 007, Randy Sterling. 56, John Boyd-LeMay. And 15, John Barnett. Set to come out with Geiges and Lebo on the front row. Geiges, our defending event winner. Green is out. Geiges and Lebo go into turn number 1. Jeff Miller down low, and they are close as they go down the backstretch. Lebo to the outside. Here we go. Geiges drives underneath Bowersox immediately to get into that top 2, and he's got it. We'll see if Bowersox can battle back around him, and he does, past the Bobby Rahal scoreboard. Bowersox takes second. Geiges drives low in turn number 3, trying to get the spot. 1 down, 7 to go.
Jeff Miller leading the way, pulling away from the field, and now the number 8. The 8D of Scott Ellerman moving up there to challenge for that third spot on the 77 of Jeff Geiges.
Geiges needs to start stretching it out to stay in a top 3 qualified spot. 2 down, 6 to go. Geiges getting the heat from Ellerman.
Ellerman right there in that 4th spot, getting a good run through the turns. Let's see what he can do. All the while, Jeff Miller stretching out the lead, coming up for the completion of lap number 3.
3 down, 5 to go. Miller driving away from the field.
Geiges now figuring it out, pulling away in that 3rd spot. The 4 of John Martin moving up a spot.
Cross flags are out. 4 down, 4 to go. Geiges has developed some breathing room over the rest of the field. Miller looking as good as he has all season in that car 57. A straightaway advantage over the rest of the field, trying to pick up his 2nd track title in a row.
2 lap sign out this time for Jeff Miller. Miller in autopilot here. 2 laps remaining for Jeff Miller. Almost a straightaway lead.
Miller will see the white flag this time. 1 lap to go on the Huntington Pilot. Flexing the chassis through 3 and 4, back to the line, your winner, the 57 of Jeff Miller. So the win goes to the 57 of Jeff Miller, finishing 2nd, 35, Derek Bowersox, 3rd, 77J of Jeff Geiges. Not qualifying, Scott Ellerman, Tyler Lebo, John Martin, Tom Warwick, and Eddie Strata. Green flag set to come out on heat number 5. Statler and Newland on the front row.
Aaron Statler leading the way. Newland second. Colby Dice to the outside. He's up to third. Four down, 4 to go this time. Dice going for that top two. That's dicey. Colby Dice trying to get around the PA Sprint Series champion. Aaron Statler trying to get to the white flag. Dice around the top. Dice with a run down the front stretch. He's into the top two. White flag waves, 1 to go. Newland has one final shot. Meanwhile, off of 4, the checkered flag comes out for the 2 of Aaron Statler. So the 2 of Aaron Statler picks up the heat race victory. Second, the 17A of Colby Dice. Third, the 11Z, Zach Newland, not qualifying. Samantha Lieberman, Steve Kennewell, Jason Bergstresser, Mike Allman, and Ryan Lynn. Mike Shuckers and Drew Ritchie on the front row, the Laurel Highlands Series champion, outside row number 1. Limited late models, be buckled up and ready to go. Heat race number 6 is underway. Knocking on the door, the 11 of Ryan Stillwagon, trying to get into a top 2. Drew Ritchie swings wide and closes up on the 1 of Shuckers. Reeser to the inside of car number 11, looking for third. All that hard contact, and there's still 4 wheels on 2 cars. Green flag returns. Shuckers and Ritchie up front. Reeser through the middle. Drew Ritchie holding on to second. Tyler Reeser second. Working lap number 2, 6 to go.
Tyler Reeser trying to run down the 880 of Drew Ritchie for that second spot. Reeser getting a good run through turns 3 and 4.
Reeser has a win here at the Speedway this season. Trying to get underneath Drew Ritchie. Four down, 4 to go on your leader, Mike Shuckers.
Tyler Reeser now coming off turn 2 on the rear bumper of Drew Ritchie. Watch him into turns 3 and 4. Reeser shooting down to the bottom of the track and sliding up in front of Ritchie. Ritchie turning it back down. Watch him crossing the stripe side by side. Too close for me to call.
Ritchie goes in low. Reeser uses the momentum and drives out to 4 car lengths as they pass the Bobby Ray Hall scoreboard.
Two-lap sign this time for Mike Shuckers.
Reeser running down the leader. Reeser on the move.
White flag will be displayed this time for the 1S of Mike Shuckers, but Tyler Reeser knocking on the door on the final lap.
Reeser with a run down the back stretch. He draws to the outside of Shuckers. Shuckers holds him off. Watch him drive into turn number 3. Reeser around the top.
Checkered flag waving. Tyler Reeser does it. Coming off of turn number 4. Tyler Reeser, your winner. Well, picking up the win. Coming off turn number 4, the 5T of Tyler Reeser. Finishing second, the 1S of Mike Shuckers. Third, the 880 of Drew Ritchie. Finishing fourth, the 71 of Nicole Walker. Finishing fifth, the 4C of Cody Hackenberry. Not finishing, the 11X of Ryan Stillwagon, Tyler Bear, and Adam Carberry.
Getting limited late model drivers in this heat race.
Yeah, outside. They all got in the same freaking heat.
Green is out. Myers and Singleton sideswipe each other on the front stretch. And Singleton takes the lead as they run down the back stretch. Irvin is third, Garlock is fourth.
Rance Garlock making a move off turn number 4 to get into that third spot, but Eric Irvin too strong.
99 of Rick Singleton holding up Myers at the moment. Myers gets a run and closes up on Singleton as they go into turn number 3.
Gene Knobb making the pass to get into the 5th spot. Now the battle for the lead coming out of turn number 4, but it looks like the 99 going to remain in the lead, lap number 2 in the books.
Big Rick Singleton out front. Rance Garlock underneath Irvin. He's up to third.
Eric Irvin getting out of sorts in turn number 2. Now, before you know it, Gene Knobb going to be knocking at the door, but the battle for the lead is heating up here as we're going to make lap number 3 coming up here.
3 down, 5 to go. DJ Myers all over your leader, Rick Singleton. Gene Knobb down low, and the yellow is out. One car spun facing traffic in turn number 4.
Be in that car anymore.
3 down. 3 down, 5 to go. Rick Singleton trying to keep out in front. Distancing Myers this time as they race into 3.
Gene Knobb looking to the outside of Eric Irvin. The battle for third heating up, and Gene Knobb makes his way around. Now he's on the rear bumper of the 19R of Rance Garlock.
Knobb gets around Eric Irvin. He's up to 4th. 5 down, 3 to go this time. Singleton getting away now in the latter stages. 6 down, 2 to go. Singleton leading the way. Knob challenging Garlock for third. Garlock through the middle, holding off the challenges. The white flag will wave this time on the 99 of Rick Singleton. Singleton with a one-turn lead. Will drive off turn number 4 to the checkered flag. Meanwhile, Knob gets underneath Garlock. We're trying to get into that redraw spot. Back to the line. Garlock by a car length. So the win to the number 99 of Rick Singleton, second the 19 of Rance Garlock. Now, green flag set to come out on heat number 2 of 4. Here we go. Walls and Swindell lead the field into 1. Andrew Yoder holding on to third. Yoder drives around the inside. He's up to second. Meanwhile, Chad Julius flying through the field. He's up to fourth. Julius in the red number 5 as they shuffle the 85 of Rodney Walls backwards. Scrambling down the backstretch. Yoder has caught the leader. 2 down, 6 to go. Julius third. 74 of Randy Christine is up top, trying to take the 4th spot away. Yoder around the inside, draws a bead on the leader. Troy Swindell trying to hold on.
Watch him into turn 2. Andrew Yoder and Troy Swindell racing, but lots of racing in the back. The number 74 of Randy Christine Jr. coming up to challenge the 5.
Christine and Julius battling for third off turn number 4. They are close. Back to the line. Christine takes the spot.
Look out your front 2 cars, because here comes a 74 of Randy Christine Jr. moving up the field.
Christine started 4th, fell backwards a little bit, and reclaimed the positions, and now he's moving forward. He has Andrew Yoder lined up.
5 laps down on the 21 of Troy Swindell. 3 laps remaining, and the 74 of Christine Jr. making the pass for that 2nd spot down the backstretch.
Christine has designs on the lead. 2 laps to go when they get to the start-finish line. Christine, the man to watch. Around the inside, he's caught the leader.
2 laps sign for the 21 of Troy Swindell, but maybe not for long. The 74 is on the move.
Randy Christine chasing the leader. The white flag will wave this time. 1 to go.
White flag waving through turns 1 and 2. Randy Christine Jr. going to make a move on the outside, down the back stretch, a little bumping with the number 21 Swindell and the 74. Christine sliding up to the top of the track in turn 3 and 4. Can he hang on? And he will for the win, the 74 of Randy Christine Jr.
How about that for some last lap excitement? Christine was pointed the wrong direction as they went past the Bobby Rahal scoreboard, but he straightened it out and picks up the win. 2nd, the 21 of Troy Swindell. 3rd, car number 2, Andrew Yoder. 4th, 51, Chad Julius. And finishing 5th, the 85 of Rodney Walls. Not qualifying. Green flag is out. Car number 7, Kenny Yoder, your race leader. The 115 of Troy Miller is second.
Brent Adams in the 64, making his way up through the field in that third spot, now challenging the 115 Troy Miller for second. Adams giving a little love tap as they head down the backstretch.
Adams to the outside of both your leaders. It's a 2-car pass for Adams down the front stretch. He's got the lead.
Brent Adams, they're 3 wide coming out of turn 4, and Adams is in the lead. 2 laps down, Brent Adams, your race leader.
Adams started 7th and drove to the front. In a lap and a half, we've got a race leader in the 64 of Brent Adams. Racing second, the 7 of Kenny Yoder. Third, the 115 of Troy Miller. Then the 79 of Chase Bousman. And the 38 of Cody Buterball.
Troy Miller now trying to make a bid for that second spot. Miller closed the gap on the number 7 of Kenny Yoder. Now Troy Miller, looks like he was going to have it. The number 7 of Kenny Yoder having some issues, but now your race leader, the number 64 Brent Adams, coming up with a problem.
Get the lap.
5 down, 3 to go. Adams will withdraw on the top of turn number 4. And Troy Miller's your new race leader. The white flag will wave the next time by. Make that 2 to go the next time by.
Tough break for Adams, all the way from 7th up to the lead, and he comes up short here with an issue, but now Troy Miller in perfect position. 2 lap sign on Troy Miller. White flag waving on Troy Miller. 1 lap remaining. Checkered flag waving on the 115 of Troy Miller.
So the win goes to the 115 of Troy Miller, finishing second, the 7 of Kenny Yoder. Third, 68 Mike Smith. Fourth, 79 Chase Bousman. And fifth, the 121 of Larry Nieder. Not qualifying, Cody Buterball, Brent Adams, and Lincoln Ritchie.
5 qualify, and the top 3 go to the redraw. Green is out. Travis Meese leading the way as they head into turns 1 and 2. Todd Snook quickly moving to the outside of the track. Snook quickly into a commanding lead. And the caution lights come on. Green is out. And the number 32 of Travis Stickley leading him into turns 1 and 2. Todd Snook in pursuit, driving hard through turn number 2 on the rear bumper of Stickley. Through turns 3 and 4, looking to complete lap number 1. It's the 32 of Travis Stickley leading the way. Back in third, John Myers in the number 2T. The 2T of Kyle Lee coming all the way from the rear, now up to third, charging through the field. Lap number 2 in for the 32 of Travis Stickley. Todd Snook now trying to make a bid for that lead. They don't realize it, but that number 2 is coming fast, and here comes Todd Snook down to the inside in turns 1 and 2, trying to make the move, but the 32 of Stickley just too strong. Watch out. Here comes the number 2 of Kyle Lee. Back on the rear bumper of Todd Snook. Lee goes to the bottom in turns 3 and 4, taking over the second spot as they come off 4. But wait, Todd Snook is too much. He's racing back. He's not going to let him in there easy. And there he is, Kyle Lee. Looks like he's going to move into that second spot again, but Snook back around him down the backstretch. Coming out of turn number 4, Kyle Lee right there with Snook. Now Snook moving on. He wants to take over that top spot. Snook getting up in turn number 2. Looks like he might lose this spot, but he's coming right back. A little bumping between Todd Snook and Kyle Lee as they head down the backstretch. Two laps signed this time for the 32 of Travis Stickley. Does Kyle Lee have anything for Stickley for that top spot? White flag waving this time for the 32 of Stickley, and Kyle Lee on the rear bumper. Watch him in the final lap. Lee getting a good run out of turn number 2, makes the pass down the backstretch. Kyle Lee, your new race leader, on the final lap. Checkered flag waving on Kyle Lee. From worst to first, from last he makes it. Kyle Lee passing every car to pick up the win. And picking up the win from last, from worst to first, the 2T, it's Kyle Lee. Finishing second, the 32 of Travis Stickley. Third, the 23 of Todd Snook. Finishing fourth, the 116 of Travis Meese. Fifth, the 99 of Kevin Palmer. Finishing sixth, the 20M of John Myers. Finishing seventh, the 91 of Garrett Gray. And not starting the S10 of Danny Solers.
Leave it alone. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. Well, look at that number 2 one. See all the people cheering.
10 laps the distance in our first B main. 3 qualify. We're underway. Nate Gramley tries to take the lead, but Mike Esposito comes back on the bottom. Gramley the leader, Esposito second. Then the 20th, Stephanie Dodson racing third. Ken Duke Jr. racing fourth. Coming after Dodson, he's got the spot. He's up to third. 59 of Jordan Thomas running around the top. Coming after Dodson as the front 3 cars try to get away. 2 down, 8 to go this time. Jordan Thomas to the outside of Stephanie Dodson. Thomas up top in car number 59, drives into fourth. We'll see if Thomas has anything for the 67 of Ken Duke Jr. Five down, 5 to go. Wait, that 4 down, 6 to go this time. Trouble in turn number 4.
Green is back out, and Nathan Gramley quickly building on his lead. The 59 of Jordan Thomas trying to make that bid for third. Thomas to the outside of Ken Duke Jr. as he comes down the front stretch. Watch him, Jordan Thomas running the high side of the speedway. Jordan Thomas now all over the rear bumper of Ken Duke Jr. Watch Thomas as he comes off turn 2. Thomas looking for something. Thomas sticking to the high side of the track. Duke Jr. running to the bottom. Seven laps in the books for Nathan Gramley.
Down, 2 to go, and Nate Gramley, Mike Esposito running second, and Ken Duke Jr.'s third. White flag waves, 1 to go on Gramley. Gramley with a nice lead. He'll pick up the checkers this time. He's into the show. So the checkered flag comes out, the 23 of Nathan Gramley picking up the win, finishing second, the 11 Mike Esposito, and third, the 67 of Ken Duke Jr. All the other cars will go into the non-qualifiers race if they want. Final chance to qualify for the Blue Collar Classic. Ellerman and Lieberman on the front row. Here we go. Nicole Walker racing third in the purple number 71. Lieberman takes the lead. Samantha Lieberman up front. Lieberman, Ellerman, Walker the top three. Steve Kennewell bites fast, drives by Walker. Two down, 8 to go in the 23 of Samantha Lieberman. Walker spins in turn number 4. The yellow is out. Working lap number 3 on car 23, Samantha Lieberman. Lieberman, Ellerman, and Kennewell the top 3. Down, 6 to go. Ellerman trying to catch the leader.
The 11 of Ryan Stillwagon, the 4 of Jason Bergstresser make contact in 2. Lieberman has Ellerman all over for the lead. Ellerman coming after the leader. 6 down, 4 to go. Ellerman searching for a way. Ellerman has Lieberman lined up for a pass, but she's in the middle. Ellerman changes lanes, tries the bottom, gets underneath Lieberman and 1. Ellerman takes the lead. Lieberman tries to come back on him down low.
Yes.
Green is out on Scott Ellerman. 2 laps remaining. Ryan Stillwagon trying to battle for that final transfer spot. Doesn't have enough, and Steve Kennewell pulling away. Checkered flag waving this time for the AD of Scott Ellerman.
So Scott Ellerman picks up the win in car number 8D, finishing second, the 23 of Samantha Lieberman. Third, the 17K Steve Kennewell. Everybody else goes to the Founders Cup non-qualifiers race, including Ryan Stillwagon, John Martin, Tom Warwick, Jason Bergstresser, Ryan Lynn, Cody Hackenberry, Tyler Lebo, Nicole Walker, Mike Allman, Tyler Bear, Eddie Strata, and Eric. These are 5 laps in distance. The top 4 will redraw. We're underway. Andrew Shoup gets out of shape, and the 8-8 of Jason Davis gets by. 3 wide in turn number 2. As they scatter down the backstretch, working lap number 1. Zook trying to hold on to the lead. Shoup challenging Davis for second. After some initial start contact, Shoup underway, challenging the leader down the backstretch. 1 down, 4 to go. Andrew Shoup underneath Zook. Davis around the top. 3 wide in the middle of turn number 4. Down the front stretch. Davis, your race leader. Shoup is up to second. Jason Davis started 6th. Andrew Shoup challenging on the inside. Jason Davis running around the top. Our track champion here at Port Royal racing 3rd right now, Jason Zook. Side by side past the Bobby Ray Hall scoreboard. The white flag will wave this time. There'll be 1 to go as Shoup slides up the racetrack. Back to the line, 1 to go. Shoup, 1 car length back of Davis on the final lap. Working up to 4th, the 17 of Pete Leister. Shoup goes underneath Davis, but he can't make the pass. Back to the line. The win will go to the 88 of Jason Davis. So your top 4 redraw positions. Your top 4 redraw positions, the 88 of Jason Davis picking up the win, finishing second. 28. Green flag set to come out on Darren Henry and Justin Palm. We're underway. Keith Bissinger storming through the pack in the tank. He's known far and wide at Selinsgrove Speedway for being far and wide. Around the outside, that's where Keith likes to run. And he's mowing them down now. Watch Keith Bissinger in car number 11. Meanwhile, the 22 of Darren Henry, your race leader. Two cars battle for third. Henry and Corey Kepner, the top 2. Back to the line. We got a new race leader. It's a 77 of Corey Kepner. White flag will wave this time. There'll be 1 lap to go for Corey Kepner. Back to the line. Checkers are out for Corey Kepner. So the win goes to the 77 of Corey Kepner, finishing second, car 22, Darren Henry. Third, the 17 junior of Walt Peters. Fourth in the 7, Justin Palm. Rallying up to fifth, the 11 of Keith Bissinger. Shane Armstrong.
And the 4 cylinders rolling through turns 3 and 4. Going to get the green flag as they exit turn 4. Ryan Peer in the 64 leading the way. Right back there, the 66 and the 3, Lee Zook and Zach Moist moving up the challenge. And here comes the 51, Tim O'Sheehan shooting to the bottom. They're almost 3 wide as they go through turns 3 and 4. O'Sheehan takes over the 3rd spot.
I like the way you said that, O'Sheehan shooting.
Caution lights on. We have a car spun out here on the front stretch. Of Noah Myers joining the field. Number 64 of Ryan Peer leading the way. 2 laps down on the 64 of Ryan Peer. The cars are relatively nose to tail. Looks like we got a little love tap on the number 51 there. The 51 tapping into the 66. Lee Zook in the 66 moving into that second spot. Looks like we have a car going off the track. White flag waving this time on the 64, Ryan Peer. The number 7 of Nick Myers looking to get in the mix. The number 7 up to third from the back of the field. Final lap. Let's see if anybody has anything for Ryan Peer as they come off turn number 4. The number 66 is close, but Ryan Peer, your race winner.
Green flag comes out. The 0 of Andrew Moyse leading the way down the backstretch. Working lap 1 of 5. Andrew Moisture leader, the 151 of Eric Boozle racing second. Four cars racing for the lead. Moyse being challenged. 3 wide in turn number 3. And now 3 wide in turn number 4. Down the front stretch. Moyse gets split. .32 of Jeff Foster trying to get the lead from Boozle. 3 down, 2 to go. And now it gets it. The 32 of Jeff Foster's got the lead. What the? 22 of Wayne Brenzy racing third as the white flag waves this time. White flag waves, 1 to go. Well, that's how we had it scheduled originally. White checkered flag waves on the 32 of Brenzy. Make that Foster. So the 32 of Jeff Foster picks up the win, finishing second, car 151 of Eric Boozle. Finishing third, car 22, Wayne Brenzy. And fourth in the 0 was Andrew Moyse. That'll bring up green flag is out on our last chance race for the limited late models, and we've got them stacking up on the backstretch.
3 down, 7 to go. Your leader, the 43 of Jake Jones. The X of Bernie Beard crosses over, tries to take the lead, can't get it done. The 2 of Dan Zechman trying to get through the field. Buterball slowing on the backstretch as we work lap number 4. Jones still your leader, 4 down, 6 to go. White flag waves the final time around. Off turn number 4, the checkered flag is out for the 43 of Jake Jones. What do you think? 25 laps, $1,100 to win. The Blue Collar Classic for 305 sprints is going to wind them up and turn them loose. To play in the clay on Port Royal Speedway, the green flag is out. Jake Waters drives into the lead at the start. Jeff Miller gets shoved up the racetrack. He's back to 5th. Down the backstretch, the field stretching out. Waters, your race leader. Tyler Reeser racing 3rd as we zip around the speedway to work lap number 1.
Jake Waters completes lap number 1. Tyler Reeser looking for that 2nd spot over the 39X of Scott Frack. Watch him down the backstretch. Reeser and Frack side by side into turns 3 and 4.
Close racing, and back in the pack, the 61 of John Hagley bites the outside fence and keeps going. We've got 2 down. Reeser's up to 2nd.
Jake Waters, your race leader. Tyler Reeser up to 2nd. Jeff Miller sitting in that 4th spot right now, and Aaron Statler in 5th.
Your pole sitter, Aaron Statler, has faded to 5th, but the PA Sprint Series champion, Zach Newland's on the move around the outside. Waters completes lap number 3 as we lose one on the backstretch.
Tyler Reeser ever so slowly gaining ground on Jake Waters as they come up on the completion of lap number 4.
Reeser all over the leader with 4 down this time. Reeser takes a look on the outside. Meanwhile, Miller goes to the outside of car number 39.
Into turns 3 and 4. Tyler Reeser running the high side of the speedway, looking to make the pass on Jake Waters as they come off turn number 4, and he does. Tyler Reeser, the new race leader.
Reeser takes the race lead on lap number 5. Meanwhile, Jeff Miller is up to 3rd. Working lap number 6, Reeser trying to pick up his 2nd win of the year here.
Dave Brown Jr. into number 44, up to 5th from 11th.
Reeser can see the rear of the field now as we get to lap number 7. Another 2 laps, he'll be in traffic.
Jeff Miller closing in just a bit on that 2nd spot there of Jake Waters. Watch Jeff Miller. Miller running the high side of the track, looking for the same move that Tyler Reeser put on, and he's going to do it out of turn 4.
With 8 laps completed, Jeff Miller is up to 2nd. Our Port Royal points leaders on the move.
Jeff Miller looking very fast and setting himself up for maybe a pass for the lead here. Tyler Reeser now approaching lap traffic.
Couple of cars make contact in turn number 4. Bottles up the field. Everybody keeps moving. 10 down, 15 to go when they get to the start-finish line. Miller all over the leader in traffic.
Tyler Reeser having a lot of traffic to deal with, and so is Jeff Miller. Both of them making through some heavy lap traffic. Miller all over the leader.
Reeser nose to tail. Miller's right there. Miller tries the bottom. Miller down low. Reeser uses the momentum. He'll draw even with Miller on the backstretch. Reclaim the lead at the Bobby Ray Hall scoreboard. Thread the needle in 3. He's back to the lead.
Reeser slides up in front of the lap car, but Miller gets a good run off the middle of the top of the track in turn 4. Miller's right there on the rear bumper of Tyler Reeser.
Miller had taken the lead briefly. Reeser battled back. 12 down this time, 13 to go. Miller's right there. Miller drives to the inside of turn number 3. Tries to make the pass. We've got 1 car stopping on the top of turn number 4. Brown started 11th. So he is up to 5th. Then it's your pole sitter, the 2 of Aaron Statler. The 12 of Joe Kay is next in line, followed by the 18 of Tim Tanner and the 17 of Colby Dice. Your way over to victory lane at the conclusion of this race to claim your prize. If you have one of the 2 winning, or both of the 2 winning television frisbees, make your way to victory lane. Green flag returns on Reeser and Miller and Waters. Waters takes a look inside Miller. Miller holds him off. Reeser tries to get away a little bit on the backstretch. Darren Miller in the 9C moving forward on the backstretch. Miller goes for the gold in turn number 4, comes up short.
Tyler Reeser remains the leader of this race with Jeff Miller there in the back. And Dave Brown Jr. moves up to that 4th spot now in the 44.
Brown is on the move. Reeser out in front, and the yellow returns. 12 down, 13 to go.
Keep an eye on Kirk. If he pulls in there, go 1 off.
Dave Brown Jr. of Aston, Pennsylvania, up to 4th. Finished 6th in TSRS points this season. Seems to me Dave Brown Jr. was in the mix last year. I remember talking about that name. Green is out. Reeser right through the middle. Waters again down low. Reeser trying to get away. Miller stalking his prey. Reeser protects the bottom. 13 down, 12 to go this time.
Watch Dave Brown Jr. battling with Jake Waters for that third spot. Brown sliding up a little bit. It looks like Dave Brown Jr. taking over the third spot from Jake Waters.
There'll be 11 laps to go for Tyler Reeser this time. 14 down, 11 to go.
Well, we had a car hit the wall in turn number 4 and then came to a stop up there just coming out of turn number 4. Caution lights on.
Down, we're underway. Green returns. Brown underneath Miller. Dave Brown Jr. down low, trying to keep pace with Miller, and he does. Watch him into turn number 3. Brown coming after the leaders. Tim Tanner is up to 5th. He gets around Frack. Brown coming after the 57 of Miller. 10 laps to go for Tyler Reeser.
Tyler Reeser leading the way. The top 3 spreading out just a bit. If this keeps going on, lap traffic's going to be a huge factor.
Miller seems to be gaining some speed now after he heats the tires up. There'll be 8 laps to go this time. Reeser running a lane higher around the speedway. Miller pounding the middle groove.
Nathan Gramley now starting 19th up to 9th. Nathan Gramley in the 23 up to 9th, trying to make a charge through the field.
Down, 6 to go. Miller gaining. Miller closing on the leader. He took it down by 4/10 of a second the last time around. Miller closing in on Reeser. Let's see what happens. 5 laps to go when they get to the start-finish line. Now 2 more tenths of a second. Miller down low, drives into the lead. Reeser has nothing to say. We've got a new race leader. It's the 57 of Jeff Miller. Back to the line with 4 laps to go. Miller will get into traffic. Reeser drops down a lane now, gains a little bit of speed off turn number 2, and they race into turn number 3. Three laps to go. Reeser trying to keep pace, but he's losing ground. There'll be 2 laps to go when they get to the start-finish line. Miller had just enough to muscle into the lead. The white flag will wave this time. 1 lap to go for Jeff Miller. Miller drives underneath Drew Ritchie, slides up. Has a 1-turn lead. As he goes through 3 and 4 for the final time, the 2015 Port Royal champion and the Blue Collar Classic champion, Jeff Miller.
Collect paving and seal coating, a bonus. So it's $1,100. How about some race strategy there tonight? It seemed like early you were fast. Then Reeser got the lead, and you kind of stabilized. You really couldn't stay with him. Then in the last 5 or 8 laps, it seems like things came your way.
Yeah, Tyler there, a couple of them restarts, he was holding pretty good pace. And that last one, I got some momentum going, changed up my line a little bit, and just got drive where he wasn't. He was pretty good around the top, so I knew I had to come off there to get him, and I did.
Last year you had that miscue early in the night, made you think about just the title all night long. Tonight, you were up front from the beginning and could focus on getting this win in this big race.
Yeah, I just got to thank all my guys. I mean, Corbin's Alignment, Rogers Auto Repair, Hershey Racing Engine, them guys are awesome. Extreme Custom Cycles, Prairie Mountain Monuments, K&K Seal Coating, just Moose Print Design. Everybody that helps me out, my whole crew, my girlfriend, just everybody.
This win here ties you for the most 305 sprint car victories ever at this speedway. It ties you with Tyler Bear for 6th career here, but this, I'm sure, is the biggest win of your 305 sprint car career.
Yeah, by far. This is the one we've been looking at all season. I just wish we could race for a little more money here weekly, but it's nice to win this one.
We're going to bring Rod Ort in with the Blue Collar Classic Championship Trophy. Rod was upstairs monitoring the action with us, and we have certainly grown this event to be one of the marquee races for the division.
Yeah, it's a great crowd tonight, great event. We're really happy to have all these guys out here and race from all these different regions. Another great race by this guy here.
You definitely drove a whale of a race and made it exciting right to the finish. Tyler didn't give up. He stuck with you, but it was about the last lap and a half when you were able to really get some distance.
Yeah, they're towards the end. I don't know if got some fuel burned off, but it just started working a little better. I mean, all these guys are a great group of guys to work with, and you got to be on your toes when you're racing around him.
We're going to bring Rob in and let Jeff reach in and draw the winning 50-50 number. $604 for the winning 50-50 ticket holder. It looks like a purple ticket, 004570, 004570. And now I think we have some televisions to give away. I know we have Jeff's winning Frisbee over here. Congratulations, track title number 2. Some wins for you, some wins for the boy, a title, and the Keystone Classic.
It's just awesome. I don't know how else you could have asked for a season like this, you know. He just kept after it, and here we are.
Congratulations to the Miller team. We're going to go down and talk to the 3rd place finisher. I need people to take...
11th, ended up 3rd. We came here. I was just wanted to make the A. That was pretty much my only goal, and to time good, and won the heat. Started 11th, pulled 11 on redraw, which was unfortunate, but it didn't really seem to matter. We were fast, and those guys were faster. I was giving her everything I had. They were just walking away.
You slowly picked them off there on the restarts, but then when you got to Miller, you were able to get under him for about a lap and a half, stick with him, and then he got away.
Yeah, it's just I was trying different stuff, just trying to throw whatever I had at him, and it didn't work. So, sometimes you get beat. I got beat.
But you got 3rd. Congratulations. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, man. I'd like to thank Port Royal for hosting this event. We only come here once a year, but the facility's awesome. The track's awesome. I just got to help my dad, or thank my dad and my helper Damien, and everybody's name that's on this car. It's a group effort. I wouldn't be able to stand here now without everybody that helps us out.
Good job. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Dave Brown Jr. gets 3rd.
Finishing 2nd, the 5T of Tyler Reeser. 3rd, the 44T of Dave Brown Jr. 4th, the 10 of Jake Waters. Finishing 5th, the 18 of Tim Tanner. Finishing 6th, the 39X of Scott Bragg. 7th, the 2 of Aaron Statler. Finishing 8th, the 23 of Nathan Gramley. 9th, the 35B of Derek Bowersox. Finishing 10th, the 17A of Cole Dice. Finishing 11th, the 12 of Joe K. 12th, the 14F of Carl Pryor. 13th, the 16th.
Green flag comes out. We got trouble on the backstretch. Luckily, everybody keeps moving. except for the 87 of Eric Irvin. That could have been much worse. Green flag returns. Travis Stickley leading the way. 112 of DJ Myers racing second. Back to the line. Stickley leads him into turn number 1.
Rick Singleton in the number 99 from 8th all the way up to 4th. And that number 2T of Kyle Lee up there challenging.
DJ Myers alongside the leader. Myers trying to get the lead. Rick Singleton trying to get third. Drag racing past the Bobby Rahal scoreboard and into turn number 3. Myers by half a car length in the middle of the turns.
Down the front stretch, the 112 of DJ Myers, your race leader, the 32 of Travis Stickley, and now the 21 of Troy Swindell back into that third spot over the 99 of Rick Singleton.
Four down, 16 to go this time on DJ Myers. Troy Swindell trying to hold on to third. Rick Singleton giving him all he can handle.
Todd Snook sitting in that 6th spot. Snook started 12th, moved up to 6th, and now moving in on the 2T of Kyle Lee. Rick Singleton in the number 99, battling for that third spot with a 21 of Troy Swindell. Singleton and Swindell battle as they come out of turn 4, and Kyle Lee enters the equation.
Singleton had the spot at the line. Swindell has battled back, and now Kyle Lee gets ready to drive by Swindell. A puff of smoke comes out of your leader as he sets the car into turn number 3. Myers with a nice lead at this point.
And the leader about to enter into lap traffic. Here is the battle for the 4th spot, heating up. Kyle Lee now making a pass on the 21 of Troy Swindell as they head down the backstretch. Kyle Lee moves into that 4th spot.
They'll be 10 down and 10 to go when they get to the start-finish line.
DJ Myers with a commanding lead now, working effortlessly through lap traffic. Rick Singleton in the number 99 now stepping up the challenge for that 2nd spot with Travis Stickley. Singleton off turn number 4, looking to edge in front, and he does at the line. He's got some lap cars in front of him, though. Can he get around the lap cars? And he does. Singleton into 2nd.
Meanwhile, your leader bottled up in traffic down in 3 and 4. Heavy traffic in front of the leader. Kyle Lee gets underneath Stickley, trying to take the 3rd spot away.
15 laps down. 5 laps remaining. The 112 of DJ Myers still your race leader. Rick Singleton in second. Kyle Lee third. The 32 of Travis Stickley in fourth.
Singleton taking a 1/10 of a second off the lead, but that's not nearly fast enough with 3 laps to go this time. Singleton chopping a little more now. A second was taken off the advantage. The 2-lap sign will be up in the air this time. Singleton takes another second off the lead, but he's going to run out of time as Myers works traffic at the end of the backstretch. Down the backstretch, Myers with a half straightaway over the rest of the field. DJ Myers picks up the win in tonight's limited late model feature event.
Limited late model A main event winner in the 112, it's DJ Myers. DJ, a happy man tonight. We'll get you around the front here next to the sign so our photographers can get all the pictures they need, especially with this pretty young lady here. Is this your daughter? Yes, it is. Are you pretty happy for Dad tonight? Mm-hmm. She's happy, not saying much, she's speechless. Great race tonight, picking up the win. You took the lead on lap 3. Kind of an effortless drive, although lap traffic at the end was pretty hairy.
My dad was down in the corner, I guess, going to give me signs, and I had a hard time seeing him for a long time until the last few laps there. I saw him, and he was telling me I had a pretty good lead, so I tried to cool my wheels a little bit and not get in any trouble there.
Yeah, you had a great lead there, and then lap traffic got a little bit hairy, and Rick Singleton was coming, and he was coming, but the car looked fantastic tonight. You drove it great.
Yeah, it was really good. I want to thank Dan Little and all the boys that work on it. I just showed up today to drive. They do all the maintenance. I told them what I felt we needed there in the heat race to get a little bit better, and they did it for me. And all the props and the way this car just run right there is to Dan Little and his crew.
I'm going to hand you here a $100 bill. That's courtesy of Mike Kleck's Paving and Seal Coating. They're putting up $100 tonight. You're $100 richer than you would be normally. Congratulations on picking up the win.
All right. Hey, thank you very much. I want to thank all the fans for coming out on this nice chilly evening and supporting us.
DJ Myers, tonight's winner of our limited late model A main event. We'll go back upstairs to Sean for the full rundown.
Bank checks of Tom Warren. 7th of the 99 of George Ryden. Starting 8th, the 4 of Jason Bergstresser. 72, Dave Gus Jr. 18th will be the 46 of Mike Allin. Starting 19th, car 51, Justin Zapp. And starting 20th in the 1, Vince Snyder. And then, if able to go, the 56, John Bordelman. 99X Kale Rig.
Green flag set to come out. Jordan Thomas on the pole, 15 laps of distance, and the Founders Cup were underway. The 11 of Ryan Stillwagon takes the lead. Jordan Thomas falls back but reclaims second. Dalton Hetrick racing third, and car number 29 challenging Thomas. Already 2 down, 13 to go in the 11 of Ryan Stillwagon. Jordan Thomas racing second, trying to run down the leader. Dalton Hetrick racing third. The 4 of John Martin holding on to fourth.
Jordan Thomas running very near the wall in turns 3 and 4, running very high, trying to get a charge, and it looks like he's starting to run down the leader as he comes out of turn number 2. Five laps in for your race leader, the number 11 of Ryan Stillwagon, but here comes Jordan Thomas into 59, closing the gap each and every lap. Watch Jordan Thomas as he comes out of turn 2. Gonna look to make the pass, has to check up. As Ryan Stillwagon moves up the track a little bit down the backstretch, Thomas good in turns 3 and 4 off the top. Watch him as he come down the front stretch. New race leader, the 59 of Jordan Thomas. The 11 of Ryan Stillwagon quickly ducks underneath to try to get some momentum coming off of turn 2. Thomas, too fast. Eight laps in, and your race leader, the 59 of Jordan Thomas.
And we've reached the halfway point. Jordan Thomas, your leader. That's Ryan Stillwagon, Dalton Hetrick, John Martin, and the 99 of George Ryden.
Five laps remaining on the 59 of Jordan Thomas. The number 4 of John Martin moving up into that third spot. Martin now to the outside of the 11 of Ryan Stillwagon, and he makes the pass as they come out of turn 2 down the backstretch. John Martin looking strong here at the end of the race.
Martin's going to run out of time to track down the leader. The 2-lap sign will be up on the field this time. White flag waves on the 59 of Jordan Thomas. John Martin got to second, but that's all she wrote. For the Founders Cup, Jordan Thomas the winner.
Started off by saying maybe this isn't exactly where you wanted to be tonight, maybe in that A main event, but here in this non-qualifier event, the Founders Cup award winner, not a bad gig.
Yeah, I would have rather been here earlier in the night on the stage, but I mean, we made it here. A lot of cars going home, not on the stage, so it worked out good.
We're glad to have you here with us here tonight and being here in this non-qualifier event. I believe we have a cup coming in here. Our promoter Steve O'Neill's going to bring the Founders Cup in. While he's bringing this in, here it comes. Steve O'Neill bringing you the Founders Cup Award in for you tonight. I'm also going to hand you $100 here, courtesy of Mike Kleck's Paving and Seal Coating. That adds to the bonus. And not only all that, but you're guaranteed to start in the A main next year.
Yeah, I mean, we were struggling with the engine all night, and I'm a little sick, so, I mean, we were behind the 8 ball coming out, but...
First night in the car, too.
Yeah, can't thank Kerry enough for letting me drive this hot rod, and hopefully we'll be able to get a few more races in with him. But it's cool getting him a guaranteed starting spot next year.
First night in the car, not too bad. Thanks for coming out and being with us. Congratulations on picking up the win.
Thank you.
Jordan Thomas, tonight's non-qualifier and Founders Cup.
Leading the way. 20 laps the distance. Green flag is out on the large and stout field of Len Crown High Monticello's Extreme Stocks, and we're almost 3 wide, and we are 3 wide, almost 2 rows of it. Down the backstretch we go, the 28 of Jason Zook and the S8 of Andrew Shoup battling for the lead. Coming off of turn number 4, Andrew Shoup, your race leader, leading lap number 1. Jason Zook not going away. Walt Peters in the mix now. We've got the 88 of Jason Davis now moving up from that 6th spot. He's now in 4th. The 77 of Corey Kepner also up there, and Jason Davis getting into the wall up in turn 4, but keeps it going. Lap 2 of 20 in the books. And the caution lights come on. We have a tire rolling down the front stretch. Kepner in 5th. Darren Henry back there in that 6th spot. Going to go green flag racing. And here we go. Andrew Shoup leads the way. Jason Davis sliding out of position. Lots of cars getting by Jason Davis. Corey Kepner, one of them. Darren Henry. Jason Davis must be coming up with a problem heading back to the back of the field now, moving slow. The battle for the lead is on up front. Check them out. Andrew Shoup and Jason Zook are battling for it. It looked like Jason Zook had something coming off of turn 4 and was going to make the pass. Couldn't quite do it. Walt Peters there in that 3rd spot, battling for 2nd. Jason Zook now again on the rear bumper of the S8 of Andrew Shoup. Jason Zook now moving down. Coming out of turn number 2, they're side by side for the lead down the backstretch as they pass the Bobby Rahal scoreboard. And the caution lights come on. We have a car sitting in the middle of turn 4. Four laps down, 16 laps remaining. Green is out again. Andrew Shoup leading him into turn number 1. Jason Zook right there with him. Down the backstretch they go, nose to tail, Shoup and Zook. Zook moving to the high side of the speedway. Shoup running through the middle of the track. The front 2 pulling away from the field just a bit as we complete lap number 5, 15 laps remaining. And now Jason Zook moving to the outside rear bumper
of Shoup. Down the backstretch, it looks like Walt Peters coming up maybe with an issue there, slowing down, giving some room for Corey Kepner and Bob Bussey to move by. Kepner up to third. Bob Bussey was in fifth, now moving into that fourth spot. Two cars around the ring in turn number 4. Six laps down, 14 laps remaining on your race leader, Andrew Shoup. Green is out. Shoup leads him through turns 1 and 2.
Jason Zook, our Extreme Stock champion, wrestling with Shoup for the lead as they come down the front stretch. And we head for the halfway point. 7 down, 13 to go. Basically 5 cars racing for the top spot.
Bob Bussey moving up in the rear bumper of Corey Kepner for that third spot. Now Bussey moving down to the inside of Corey Kepner as they get down the backstretch and head into turns 3 and 4.
And we reach the halfway point. 10 down and 10 to go.
Bob Bussey trying to make a move. Out of turn number 2, Corey Kepner just too fast on the straightaways for Bussey to catch up with him and make the pass.
Working lap number 12, 8 to go.
Jason Zook now challenging for the lead side by side as they head down the backstretch. Zook and Shoup battling. Watch him come off turn number 4. Jason Zook, does he have it? Not yet.
14 down, 6 to go. Zook, our track champion, racing with the leader. Len Krautheim Auto Sales Extreme Stocks set to take flight one more time at the cone.
Bob Bussey making the pass over Corey Kepner for that third spot. Bussey now in third.
Jason Zook just digging, trying to get around the leader with 5 to go.
Corey Kepner looking to having some problems there. We have the field going by him. Darren Henry now up to 5th.
Keith Bissinger started 11th, trying to drive into a top 5. 4 to go.
And once again, Jason Zook as they head into turn number 1 on the rear bumper of Andrew Shoup.
Zook with a fender alongside the leader, 3 to go.
Turn number 4. Green is out, 3 laps remaining. Andrew Shoup, your race leader.
Jason Zook gets a nice run. Keith Bissinger in car number 11, the green machine, stuck in 5th. 2 to go. To go. Shoup takes the lead. Zook would just love to get around him.
Zook goes way up top, leaves the door open for Bob Bussey, but Zook is way too fast. Now he's got to track down the leader again. Let's see what he can do. Shoup slowing up just a bit as they go into turn 3 and 4, giving Zook a chance.
White flag waves, 1 to go.
This is it. Shoup down the backstretch. Jason Zook in second. What's going to happen in turns 3 and 4? Does Zook have it?
Back to the line, Andrew Shoup, your race winner.
They're all going to run into him. Jeez.
Good sponsor. My dad's a good sponsor too. He gave us a truck to use to pull a race car trailer out to Selinsgrove every week. I appreciate that.
Picked up your title down there and came up here tonight for this invitational. Congratulations. You look good. Jason gave it everything he had and couldn't get around you.
Yeah, I ain't too sure about these tires. I've never raced them before, but they seem to hook up pretty good.
You've had a good year. Congratulations on a win here in this special event. It's good to have you here.
Yeah, I always wanted to win here. I raced here 2 years ago and didn't have quite the motor, but Seth hooked us up with a good motor this year. And, I want to thank Shoup and Son Well Drilling, Mike Kleck Paving of Mifflintown, Harling's Hoagie Shop, and all the guys that help on the car, Tink, Matt, and just everybody.
Tonight was the night. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Andrew Shoup, your lap round.
Field to 1 is Noah Meyer. This race is 15 laps of distance for the 4-cylinder main event.
Green is out on the 4 cylinders. Down the front stretch, Nick Myers, the 51 of Tim O'Sheehan, moving into the lead very quickly. Cars bunching up as they come out of turn number 2. The 51 of Tim O'Sheehan. Watch him down the backstretch. Going to go maybe 3 wide. The number 7 of Nick Myers moving into that second spot, sliding up in front. And we've got some cars sliding around the ring. 2 cars sitting in turns 3 and 4, and we've got 1. Green is out, and the number 51 of Tim O'Sheehan paving the way. The number 60. The 66 of Lee Zook in second, and here comes the 22 of Wayne Bernays. The battle for second between the 66 of Lee Zook and the 22 of Wayne Bernays. Bernays taking over the second spot. The 66 is in third. And now the battle for fifth is heating up with the 151 of Eric Bruzel and the number 3 of Zach Moist. And here comes Wayne Bernays to challenge the 51 Tim O'Sheehan for the lead. Watch him in turns 1 and 2. The 22 and the 51. Who's it going to be down the backstretch? Side by side they go. And they're still side by side coming out of turns 3 and 4. Crossing the stripe for lap number 5, it's the 22 of Wayne Bernays, your race leader. Andrew Moist in the 0, moving up to that 4th spot. Now the battle for that 4th spot heating up with the 151 of Eric Bruzel moving in there. And we've also got the 0 and the 3. Andrew Moist trying to take it back over, but the 151 of Eric Bruzel going to take the 4th spot as they come off of turn 4. And now the number 3 of Zach Moist challenging Andrew Moist for that 5th spot.
Way down low.
Caution comes out. We have a car down on the inside of turn number 4. It's remaining. Green is out on Wayne Bernays in the 22. Number 66 of Lee Zook coming up to challenge the 51 of Tim O'Sheehan for that 2nd spot. Cross flags out. We're halfway through. The battle for fifth between Zach Moist and Andrew Moist still going on. Now the 151 of Eric Boozle coming in to challenge for that third spot. Boozle and Zook battling for the third spot. Boozle coming up, watch him down the front stretch. Now the 151 of Eric Boozle. And here comes the 66 of Lee Zook challenging for the second spot. Maybe we'll go 3 wide in turns 3 and 4 for that second spot. It looks like the 66, Lee Zook, may come out on top. 2-lap sign for our race leader, the 22 of Wayne Bernays. The battle for second is on in the final laps here with the 4 cylinders. Cars bunching up with 3 wide through turns 3 and 4. While race leader gets the white flag, the battle behind him is heavy. The 66 now moving out into second spot, Lee Zook. And the checkered flag is waving for the 22 of Wayne Bernays. The battle for second, third, fourth, and fifth cross the line, a heavy one. We're going to go over here and talk to Wayne real quick. It's great to have you guys here tonight with us. Last time was Labor Day last year. Great to have you guys back.
Thank you. I wasn't here last year. I didn't think I had a car that could compete, and then I built this, and then obviously I am.
Well, congratulations on the win. I'm going to hand you $100 here, courtesy of Mike Kleck's Paving and Seal Coating. There's $100 added to the pot tonight for you.
Awesome.
Congratulations on picking up the win tonight. A cold night. We had some fans sticking around. It was a great race at the end. You really couldn't see what was going on behind you, but there was a heavy battle there for second, third, and fourth.
No, once I got past the 51, the Honda there, I was like, I'm going to set sail, and hopefully I can stay out in front of everybody. And I didn't hear anybody. I don't know how far I was out ahead, but I want to thank everybody that did stay and endure the cold. And thank you.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, sir.
Wayne Bernays picking up the win tonight in our 4 cylinders. We'll go back upstairs to Sean for the full rundown.